The farmers market project, or the food design project as we also called it, was a workshop that was structured by a colleague of mine. Her name is Jessica Fleischman.
We did a graphic design workshop based around food and design.
Buying food, looking at food, and designing with food.
We had gone to the farmers market as a basis, setting up what we would design later in the day.
The energy at the farmers market, surprisingly, was very high. They actually took off. They all walked around the farmers market. They had about 15 to 20 minutes just to scope out the place, to see all the different food that was available.
It was just the best food you can buy. We're the coolest people. Everything was just beautiful and vibrant colors.
We spent about an hour and a half just looking around and gathering not only food that we wanted to eat, but sights and sounds and smells and tastes and textures and colors. We took all the food back to David's house.
I was in charge of the frittata.
Jesse Hunt and I made a dressing that turned out absolutely incredible, in my opinion. It was just a real trip to see all of these people who work together pretty much every day in the graphic design lab come together in a completely different setting.
Making a meal and then sitting together and eating the meal really brings people together. It relaxes people, it connects people, it allows people to relate to each other, I think, in a way that's very different than sitting behind a computer in a digital lab day after day.
We went back into the graphic design lab to design a poster from scratch, just using inspiration from earlier in the day.
It was amazing to see the different things that people picked up on, whether it was actually using the forms of the vegetables themselves, all the way to using quotes of things that were said during the making of the meal. The spectrum of where the design took off from there is kind of all over the place, which is fantastic.
Most projects don't start off that way. Most projects start off with sketching ideas at a table or going and doing research, but this was about just getting out there and moving around and doing things.
My design, personally, absolutely took off in an incredible direction that day.
It was a great new way to look at design.
To see everyone branch off from there and come up with such different results, I would definitely say it was a success.